marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll start on the ground. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Fields. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Go.
Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
This is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows to get the ball to him right away.
And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Fields. Now he's going to step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Hall able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
You got DQ. You got Angel. Hey, can. Right.
Here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Matthew Hayball now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a good punt there, but a very strong 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Come on.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the skipper speech, I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500, and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Okay, ready?
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Lions. Go.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the 1st down.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Oh,
how about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Dances by him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
18. 19, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw here. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Got it. Ready? Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
On first down, Corbett. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go street. Steady.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 10 to 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. Corbett. They got 5 through the air last play. Now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's taken in by Arroyo. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jet 16.
At the 60.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
And they'll try to run the option here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, come on. Hey. Cougar 19.
2nd and 14. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready? 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. Bronco 80. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here we go. Green light. Matter. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A shotgun snap, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them in the field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he stopped immediately there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pass to 60. Dragon 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Don't jump. Ready?
To throw is Fields. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on 3rd down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go, son. Turbo, son.
Fields going to change things up here.
Extend. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now Fields going to run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Now Fields. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down and inside the 25. On first down, right back to Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. One play action. Fields. He finds Wilson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 11, Dragon 60. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level and make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Come on, come on. Set. Gotta be lying.
Still going inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Charbonnet. is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! Elijah Arroyo, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
The score, Seahawks 21, Jets 17. Michael Dixon.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making it.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
60 Bison. 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This 2nd and 4.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Ready up.
They'll run on first down. Corbett. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. 15 yards there for number 15. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Okay, break.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready, ready.
Now 2nd and 9.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Viking, 8, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Jets 17. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Fields now to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here we go. 222.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Here we go, Zach. Is that all right?
Here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Here we go, Zach. Out. 19 windy. Here we go. Angel. Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
They snap it to Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
60 Eagles.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They run the counter. Corbett. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before